G'day. Back out in the bush this morning. What I want to try and achieve this morning is I've been getting a lot of questions about the rear springs that I'm running, the parabolics. I ran two different types and I've got a couple of videos of each, but I'm getting questions, people, a little bit of confusion on which one that I'm running at the moment that potentially could suit their vehicle. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a rundown on my experience with the two types that I have run, and also just to review the walk around I did very early in the year. There's a couple of cosmetic changes that have been made, and again the springs. So I will do my best to take the confusion out of it. I appreciate all the questions that I've been getting on YouTube and through Facebook, but let's have a quick look.
Now since Maxxis is on board Team Bullet, we're running the Razors, the MTs, in a 315 75 16. I ended up putting in the 4-inch snorkel, so that marries in beautifully to the custom airbox that we've got and had already with the 200 series air cleaner. The only other extra under the bonnet is the twine. So for the trips we do where we go rural, and there's at least one of those every year where we're secluded for 3 weeks without water, so it's actually really nice to have that instead of boiling hot water all the time and running the your standard showers. So suspension's the only other thing we've changed since the walk around, and that's purely why I'm doing this clip. But in the front end we're running now a 12-inch Fox shock with the same coils we had, which are the TJM heavy duty 2-inch, and we had to then put in custom bottom bump stops to stop the coil coming out at full flex. That's when I'm not running the sway bar. So when I'm running the sway bar, it's okay. And we've also got the Fox damper. Now that's a really good bit of gear. One of my favorite mods on the truck. As good a spot as any to have a look at these rear springs. So, as you can see, these are the heavy duty version. So these are a 700 kilo constant. They're not going to be suitable for a lot of people that aren't carrying a lot of weight all the time. So the constant part is what you're carrying all the time. But these feel so much more comfortable unladen than my old 450 kilo conventional pack. So the reason we got these ones, now these ones don't articulate as well as the 3-leaf ones that we had, as you can see there. So I was carrying a lot of weight, so whether it was for work or for towing bullet truck or towing the caravan with all the gear in the back. With Terrain Tamer, they didn't have these ones when I originally got the first pack. So together with the boys there, including Alan Gray, we sort of worked out a way how to get these to take a bit more weight. So their brains all came together, and I was one of the first, I was actually the first to have a pack like this. So the old parabolics, the lighter duty ones, only had the 2-leaf and then the main bar at the bottom, the main spring at the bottom. These ones have got 3, and with that third it gives me a little bit more lift unloaded, but the shackle angle, as you can see, is vertical. Now that would normally, you'd associate a really bumpy ride with that, but not with the parabolics. And then I had questions about the high clearance plates. Now I grafted them in, and the shocks, I've got 10-inch Ranchos on the back, which had a lot of the boys ask me what would I do if I was them, and the answer is it's all a personal preference. If you've got a lot of weight in your car, you're going to need the bigger ones. There's no question about it. If you're just putting a surfboard in the back and you're cruising to the beach in a single cab and you want your articulation, then the lighter ones would do the job. But the Terrain Tamer boys, they know their stuff. Talk to them. Alan will make you weigh the car or tell you how much things weigh. What he did with us when we were getting these built is we put this over the weigh bridge. He worked out the back diff to the front diff and what we carry in it, and there's a method to their madness, and it works. So I was lucky enough to get the first lot I trialled them. They were awesome off-road. They're actually probably softer than these. But then when we were carrying the weight, I was relying on the airbags just way too much for my liking and for the boys' liking on the life of the spring itself. So I hope this clears up a few of the questions I've been getting. Thanks for watching.